The BRICS nations, comprising Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are reportedly working on creating a new international reserve currency that would rival the US dollar and the euro in global trade and finance. The BRICS nations are among the world's largest and fastest-growing emerging economies, accounting for about 25% of global GDP and 40% of global population. They have been cooperating on various economic and political issues since 2006, when they formed a dialogue forum to discuss common interests and challenges. In 2009, they held their first summit in Russia, where they called for a more diversified and multipolar international monetary system that would reflect the changing realities of the global economy. Since then, the BRICS nations have taken several steps to enhance their economic cooperation and reduce their dependence on the US dollar and the euro. They have established a new development bank, NDB, to finance infrastructure and sustainable development projects in their own countries and other developing nations. They have also created a contingent reserve arrangement, CRA, to provide mutual financial support in times of crisis. Moreover, they have increased their use of national currencies in bilateral and multilateral trade and investment transactions, especially with China's yuan as a settlement currency. The US dollar has been the dominant currency for international trade and finance for decades, but its supremacy is being challenged by a group of emerging economies known as BRICS: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These countries are reportedly working on creating a new form of currency that could be used for trade among themselves and potentially with other countries as well. This report will explore the reasons, benefits, and challenges of creating a new currency, as well as its implications for the global financial system and the US dollar. Welcome back to South Asian Report. So, what are the reasons for creating a new currency? One of the main reasons for creating a new currency is to reduce the dependence on the US dollar and the euro, which are seen as unstable and unfair by some BRICS countries. The US dollar is subject to fluctuations due to the monetary policies of the Federal Reserve, which can have significant impacts on the value of other currencies and the trade balances of other countries. The euro is also affected by the political and economic uncertainties in the European Union, which can create volatility and risks for its users. Moreover, both the US dollar and the euro are controlled by a few powerful countries that can impose sanctions or restrictions on other countries that do not comply with their interests or values. Another reason for creating a new currency is to promote economic cooperation, integration, and development among the BRICS countries, which account for about 40% of the world's population and 25% of the world's GDP. By using a common currency, these countries could facilitate trade, investment, and financial flows among themselves, as well as reduce transaction costs, exchange rate risks, and currency conversion fees. A common currency could also enhance the bargaining power and influence of the BRICS countries in the global arena, as well as foster a sense of solidarity and identity among them. So, what are the benefits of creating a new currency? Creating a new currency could have several benefits for the BRICS countries and their partners. Some of these benefits are diversifying their foreign exchange reserves and reducing their exposure to the US dollar and the euro, which could enhance their financial stability and security. Increasing their trade competitiveness and market access by lowering their import costs and increasing their export revenues in terms of their own currency. Stimulating their economic growth and development by boosting their domestic demand, consumption, and investment, as well as creating more jobs and income opportunities. Strengthening their regional integration and cooperation by harmonizing their economic policies, regulations, and standards, as well as creating more platforms and mechanisms for dialogue and coordination. Expanding their global influence and leadership by offering an alternative to the US dollar and the euro, as well as attracting more countries to join their economic bloc or use their currency. And what are the challenges of creating a new currency for the BRICS nations? Creating a new currency also poses several challenges for the BRICS countries and their partners. Some of these challenges are overcoming their political differences and conflicts that may hinder their trust and cooperation, such as the border dispute between India and China, or the sanctions imposed by the US on Russia. balancing their national interests and sovereignty with their collective goals and commitments, such as maintaining their fiscal discipline, monetary independence, and exchange rate flexibility. Developing their institutional capacity and infrastructure to support the issuance, circulation, and regulation of their new currency, such as creating a central bank, a payment system, a clearinghouse, and a legal framework. If the new currency is created, what will be the consequences for the global financial system and the US dollar? The creation of a new currency by the BRICS countries could have significant implications for the global financial system and the US dollar. Some of these implications are challenging the hegemony and monopoly of the US dollar and the euro in international trade and finance, which could reduce their demand, value, and influence in the world. Increasing the diversity and multipolarity of the global financial system, which could create more options, opportunities, and competition for other countries and markets. Enhancing the resilience and sustainability of and credibility of their new currency, such as aligning their inflation rates, interest rates, growth rates, and debt levels. Gaining the acceptance and confidence of other countries and markets to use their new currency, which may depend on its liquidity, convertibility, stability, and transparency. So, what do you think about the creation of new currency by the BRICS nations? Let me know in the comments section below. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. See you next time. Peace.